It has been quite some time since we've done a Q&A, so I thought I would sit down and film one. Today is going to be all personal type questions, and the next Q&A will be all daycare related questions. So make sure you are subscribed so you will see that one as well. So a lot of the personal questions were surrounding motivation, how I get everything done, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to jump in, but before I even start, just know there's no like magic here. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that, but I'll give my best answer I can. So the very first question is, what personality type are you? The person who asked this said they are an ENFP and can't stand to be home, always on the go extrovert. Because of my personality, I find it hard to be as disciplined and hardworking as you. Tips for other personality types. So I, on the Myers-Briggs scale, am an INFJ. So I think it's the rarest type, but I know some of you guys are that type as well. So I am incredibly motivated on my own, especially if I have a cause I'm working toward. So this channel in particular, I have a huge heart for working parents, especially, or just parents in general, but especially working parents, and also daycare providers. So because of that cause, I'm willing to go to extreme lengths to work on this. And the same with my family. It's a huge cause of mine to raise good children, which I'm sure all of you moms have the same cause. But for an INFJ in particular, we will go to extreme lengths to work for something we're passionate about. And so this is my passion project here on YouTube. My daycare is a passion project. My family is a passion project. And so I am just incredibly motivated on my own. I don't really have a good answer for you. I am motivated to a fault, honestly, and I don't want to say that to be like, oh, I'm amazing, but I'm gonna do self-deprecating stuff. No, it's a fault of mine because I don't rest as much as I should. I get overwhelmed a lot, and my friends are like, Sarah, you need to slow down. But I figure things out, I move things around. So I don't portray myself on here for people to be like, I want to be just like her, but I like to give tips and tricks that I've learned because it's something I love figuring out on my own and sharing with others. So I don't know, I have a huge why behind everything I do, so that's motivating. I like to get things done. It takes it off of my mental to-do list, so that's very motivating. I love helping people, so that's motivating. I don't know, guys. I don't really have the best answer for this. Everybody's reason for being motivated is going to be different, but those are mine, and my personality type is just very go, go, go. Work on this, work on that, and I'm introverted, so it helps that a lot of the things I like to do are more introvert friendly. I would have a really hard time if I actually had a platform that required me to go talk to people one-on-one. I don't think I could do that long term, so I don't know. Hopefully that helps. Piggybacking off of that, how do you get motivated to wake up early, like before your kids, to spend time in prayer and reading the Word? I find it hard to do that in the morning. I would love some tips. First of all, I don't read the Bible in the morning. I read the Bible first thing during nap because I find that I'm not as focused in the morning. So actually I save stuff for the morning that I can do groggy, like edit videos, that is not very mentally challenging. I put a lot of work into editing, but it's not as, reading and understanding the Word and stuff. I really want to be present for that. So I do that first thing during nap. Right now I'm taking a temporary break on my Miracle Morning, but I did do that in the morning, but I always did it after editing so that I was a little bit more awake. I just want to say, getting up early isn't for everyone. For me, I am not my best self when I wake up to my kids or just before my kids. I hate the feeling of being needed the second I wake up. It is incredibly draining to me. I love parenting. I love doing daycare. But it's incredibly draining, especially as an introvert, being needed constantly. And so I need that time to myself in the morning to be a good mom, a good human, a good provider, a good wife. And so for me, it's motivating because I know if I don't get that time, I'm going to be cranky and it's going to be a bad day. So if your time is at night, do stuff at night. I am just worthless by the end of the day. So that's my me time, rest time. Whereas some people, can work on stuff at night. It's just really what works for you. For me, it's motivating to get up early because I just hate waking up to my family. I want to wake up for me and then give time to my family. As a fellow productivity loving person, how do you ensure you rest when you know you need it? I have such trouble with this. I have a lot of people in my life who think I need more rest. I don't know. I know I'm in a season right now. It's not a forever season. It's a hustle season. So I know I'm going to be getting less rest. And I know as a mom to 2 young kids that I can only get certain things done during certain parts of the day. So when those parts of the day happen, like early in the morning, during nap, or when they go to bed, I'm in hustle mode. At the end of the day, I usually give that to myself to watch a show or, clean the fridge or something that's not so hard, but I can kind of multitask and watch YouTube videos or whatever but during nap time and early in the morning are my hardcore work times. And, I'll sometimes rest during those times, but to me, it's restful to get things done, if that makes sense. I feel more peaceful when I get things done. Now, I do take end of the day. I will block out some time on the weekends for rest. I don't really know what rest is. I hate just sitting around. To me, that's not resting. I like spending time with my friends, spending time with my family. I like going for walks. So we try to build that into our week. To me, that is resting because I'm not actively getting something done. Everybody's definition of rest could be different. For me, I hate just sitting around doing nothing. It just is boring and I feel like I'm wasting my life, quite honestly. But I love, we'll have movie night, we'll, go somewhere, we'll do stuff that isn't necessarily productivity, we'll have family time. Those are restful to me. So I just try to build it into my week. So I really do rest in my eyes a lot. It's just maybe not most people's version of resting. Let me know what your version of resting is. I would love to know. Okay, what are your 3 tips for growing a YouTube channel in this niche? Depends on what niche you're talking about, but I guess my tips across the board. For daycare, I don't really feel like that is a niche because there's only a few of us doing it, but be yourself. I think that works across the board. Be consistent. So post consistently and try to be consistent with your message. If you're first starting out, you may not know what that is, and that's okay, but try to hone in on that over time and then analyze what works. I love Gia from Marriage and Motherhood. I took her course, Analyze Your Analytics. It was very, very good about finding, what people are actually searching for when it comes to your content, what they actually watch, and trying to analyze why. Is it the thumbnail? Is it the title? Is it your opening? What is it in the video that they're really liking, and trying to repeat that. So, and then my 4th tip would be do it because you love it. I absolutely love it. I would not be going at it this long for this hard if I didn't love it because I make hardly any money at it. It's not just about that for me. There's a lot of other reasons why I do it. So love it first and have a reason why you're doing it. How is the Sleep Fairy jar going? Okay, if you guys missed it, I posted about this on Instagram and Facebook, but I picked up this book called The Sleep Fairy. I will link to it below. At a Just Between Friends sale. San read it to Celia. Long story short, he accidentally left some change, some quarters, in her bed that fell out of his pocket. So the next morning she woke up, thought the Sleep Fairy came, and I was like, what the heck does that mean? Because I didn't pre-read the book before he did, and he didn't tell me what it said. But basically, the Sleep Fairy comes if you stay in bed and leaves you a treasure every night. So I quickly decided that's not going to happen in this house. I'm not giving my kid a treat every night for staying in bed. But I thought this would be a great time to work toward a reward system. We were doing a sticker chart for Celia for behavior, being kind, going out of her way to be helpful, stuff like that. Just character traits we're trying to build in her and strengthen. And so we started using, some people use marble jars with Bryony in our house and little kids in our house. Those are choking hazards, so I didn't want to go there. So we are using a cotton ball system in a blue mason jar. When Celia stays in bed all night, a cotton ball is left outside her door by the Sleep Fairy. And then throughout the day when she's, asked to help me and does a really good job, or she's extra kind to somebody out of the blue, or, does those extra things, I will give her a cotton ball. And once she fills up the jar, we go do something fun. So she's decided she wants to go to a movie at the movie theater. So that's what she's working toward right now. She's very close. The fun thing with cotton balls is you can keep pushing them down if you want to prolong how long it takes. So it's going really well. I really love the system. It's super easy, cheap, not a lot of work, and it's motivating and fun for her, which is the most important part. What did you use to teach? I used to teach middle school English. Did it for a couple years. Realized definitely not for me. If I could go back in time, I'd probably go back for elementary ed, but I probably would still end up where I am right now because I wanted to be home with my kids, and my husband has a crazy schedule, and I didn't really want to pay for daycare to somebody else when I want to be there for my kids. So probably would have still ended up the same in the long run, but I probably would have enjoyed that a little bit more. What cameras do you guys use for filming your YouTube videos? We have 2 different cameras we use and a few lenses. So the one I'm filming on right now is a Canon 70D. The lens I'm currently using is the 24mm 2.8. We also have the 10 to 18mm f4.5 to 5.6 and the basically nifty 50, the 50mm 1.4. We don't use that a lot for filming because you have to be really far away. But and then we also have a Canon G7X, I think. Am I still using my Power Sheets? Kind of fell off the bandwagon in the last 2 months. I need to get back on. It's just been really crazy, which is probably why I should still be using them. But yeah, have been off the bandwagon for about 2 months. Are we still doing cash envelopes and Dave Ramsey? I've been trying to try out the You Need a Budget app. I have been hating it. I know so many people love it, and maybe it's just a huge learning curve. It's really hard for me because I don't know how to plan the future months and what my income will be and what expenses we want to do, because I like to do really like a lot of future planning. But we are still on the Dave Ramsey journey. Slow going, but definitely still budgeting and all that. I just don't feel comfortable sharing it anymore. We may do some financially type videos, like general videos in the future, but yeah. I heard you say that you have a brother, younger or older. Does San have any siblings? So I have a brother who's 14 years older. Technically he's my half brother, but I don't half love him. I full love him. And so we grew up mainly apart. I was 4 when he went off to college, so I don't really remember living with him that much. So we see each other a lot on holidays and vacations and stuff like that. But yeah, his name is Mike. He's my brother. San does not have any siblings, so he's the only first uncle or whatever. But we do have a lot of friends. We call Fronties and Frunkles for our kids. And San's parents are both the oldest with many children, and so some of his aunts and uncles aren't that much older than him, and he actually has 1 or 2 aunts that are younger than him. So there's a lot of kids that are still like cousin-y to our girls, even though technically they're like second cousins or whatever. So yeah. What is your skincare routine? Your skin looks great. Thanks, as I popping in some zits. So I'm like horrible with skincare and stuff like that. I think I'm just very lucky. Honestly, I'm just going to go out and say that when it comes to skin. I don't take that great of care of it, but maybe I also kind of think maybe if you overload it with stuff, like that maybe not good for it either. I use coconut oil for moisturizer every morning, and I wash it in the shower every other day. I exfoliate it with like a really cheap exfoliator from Target or Walmart, and then I use the Norwex baby cleaning cloths or whatever to remove my makeup at night, and that's all I do. Like, I don't even wash it on days I don't like wash my hair because I don't have any other cleaner in the shower and I don't want to exfoliate every day, so I just use like a Norwex cleaning cloth. I don't know, I feel like, you know, those are good because they remove stuff. I don't wear a whole lot of makeup either, so I think that helps. Otherwise I'm just pretty lucky. I just break out during my time of the month, so there you go. How do you keep up with housekeeping? I don't. I don't know. I have stuff built in as routine. Laundry's routine. I'll link the video that I talk all about laundry below. Cleaning, most of my daily cleaning is just built into my day, especially like sweeping the kitchen, cleaning surfaces. And we have a house cleaner who comes every other week to just do a basic clean. I vacuum every couple days or every day in the daycare room if it needs it. But there's some dusty spots in my house. I've never washed our doors. Just gonna admit that right there. I just don't care that much about that kind of stuff. Like, The main cleaning, like the toilets and stuff, is happening on a regular basis. And the deeper stuff, I either do if I care about it, like the oven, I just do randomly. The fridge, I just do randomly. But things like windows and doors don't happen a whole lot because I have way other more important priorities in my opinion, and that just doesn't matter that whole lot to me as long as like our home is tidy and it looks clean and overall it's clean, like the stuff that's getting used a lot is clean. But, you know, the deep cleaning just doesn't happen a whole lot. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not in a phase of life right now where that can take a priority because I have a lot of other more important things that are making a difference in the world. Dust will always be there. Okay, favorite things to do with the family in the summer. I love going on walks. We try to do that as much as possible. Going swimming at the pool with the girls is really fun. Being outside. I mean, I just love being outside. Sam and I have talked so much about how, especially with my personality type, like it would be so much nicer if we lived in a warmer place year-round because light and temperature really affect my mood and my anxiety, I guess you could say. So I love summer. We love to go to the park. We love picnics so much. Going to fairs, going to parades, just, you know, getting involved with the community because there's so much more going on in that realm. We started last year going to a cabin every year with my parents, so we're going to be doing that again this year. I'm really excited. Take a whole 7 days off without a computer, so should be good. I'm a little nervous about it, but should be good. Relaxing time outside, spending time with my family. Just summery stuff, s'mores, fires, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that is it for my personal questions. I am also going to have a video coming out soon of my daycare related questions, so make sure you are subscribed so you will see that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys again soon. Bye guys.